we said, because Donald Trump, when Donald Trump became president, because when
You
he
just want to
became
ask all the hard questions.
I think we've lost the ability to dialogue with one another.
Yes.
To be able to say, this is what I believe, or this is what I think.
Yeah.
And for you to share what you believe and think, and we may not agree, but to be respectful and still
today
honor
we lost
each other.
that. We can't even talk to each other.
That's where we've come up with words like cancel culture or tolerance. It's like we've got all these political words now. But I think people just need to talk with each other and not get all offended if you disagree with me. Why would I get offended? It's a different perspective.
Even going back to like what you do in your marriage with getting the shared meaning. If people could get a shared meaning, right? Because then you could understand where they're coming from.
So if people would do that instead of, it's kind of like political parties. If you state what you think or what I am, that just divides you. There's no trying to understand you
Shared
anymore.
meaning, the answer to the world.
Absolutely.
Can you imagine if you had a political debate between Democrats and Republican, and one of them, both sides are totally guilty, said, I don't understand that. I want to understand you better. Can you help me understand? Have you ever heard that? I've never heard that.
No, yeah.
It's just screaming and attacking, and it's painful.
You're trying to win. You're
They try to win, yes.
You're winning a
Talk about
position.
what do you think? Donald Trump kind of I meet him personally. Before he became president because
That's funny.
I'm kind of in China news here a long time ago before Anya sick. But there's a lot of people running for president. Donald Trump, everybody know his name. But when the time I ask everybody, nobody think, look at 0 people think he's going to win. Like most people think he probably just want his name on the first page of the news. So, but for myself, but for myself, I meet so many people, but I just feel the energy about him when he talk and when he walk by himself from here go there. You just feel he's the personality that feel a lot like a whole army follow him. I really feel that. And at that time, I think maybe this person going to win. For the president, he's very interesting. But as his personality and who he is, do you think he can be American? Americans is like a whole world leader. Do you think he can be the good leader?
Let me answer the question.
Like position where if he win again?
I think I don't know what I want to say with that.
You didn't say it from your heart. You said your open book.
Let me just say that Donald Trump does not represent me as a follower of Jesus Christ. He is not what I would call a Christian man. I think some of his policies are good. I think some of his policies are good. I just wish we could have the policies without him, because I think I'm on tape here, aren't I? I just think the arrogance, I think we could do better than the 2 candidates we currently have. And I'd love to see someone else. But could he win? He has a charisma about him, and I think he could. But I would hope we could do better than our 2 current candidates. How's that? What do you think?
What do you think?
What do I think?
Oh my.
Yeah,
Well,
so this isn't about marriage. I just don't think he has the character to me. He's not a listening person. He's a dominating person. And some of that might be necessary for president, but I'd like.
But today a lot of Trump follower, and they believe the election is a lie, is fake, all the stuff.
That's above my pay grade. That means I don't know. How can you know that? I don't think so. I don't know. I wasn't there. What, you think it was real?
I think that of course not. What do you think? I think it's the election was real Biden win for sure. I think, but most people think
I think so.
not. A lot of people think not. A lot of the Trump followers think. What do you think,
I just
Rosemary?
didn't follow any.
I don't know.
I didn't
because
follow any of that. I just don't follow it. It just
So your answer is withdraw.
yeah, because I just don't follow it. Like it's.
You're probably happier that way, Melinda.
I am very happy that way. I don't listen to the news. I don't watch the news. I just don't. So.
Well, the sad thing is, I feel like even news stations have become politicized.
Yes.
So it's which one do you? So there's not just the basic news anymore. It's
Right.
got to have a slant.
Yeah, they only want to see what they want to see.
So let me make a statement that says, I believe that God has a plan and a call on each of our lives. Therefore, I look at this and I go, they're going to do what they're going to do. Nobody's asking my opinion. It's not about mine. I can't change it.
Yeah,
But I can affect the life in my church.
yeah, and people around you.
I can care for my neighbors.
Yeah,
I can show love to somebody who's hurting.
yes.
We had a person in our church that told me that they would be dead if it wasn't for us, that they were going to kill themselves, but they found some people that loved them and accepted them, and it changed their lives. And I'm like, okay, I'm all over that. I can be a part of loving people with the love of God. What happens with Donald Trump and Joe Biden, God bless them,
Okay.
Lord help us. But I can't affect that, so I don't really worry much about that. I worry more about how can I be a friend to Maggie? and how can I show Melinda respect and kindness? And those are things I can do. How
Yes,
can I
yes,
love my
yes.
wife better? And she's going to go help our kids move this week out in LA, because that's something I can do.
I don't know anything about Jesus. I don't know anything about Bible. But now I'm a Christian. But I'm kind of afraid to go to church because everybody believes in Jesus. But Jesus' church are different. But Jesus is one person. But how the church is different? That's one question. And now Israel and Hamas, they're fighting each other. I'm sorry. I want to know this because nobody tell me. And this is God's land. And it's God's people. They just bomb each other and just hurt each other. And how make us, the new Christian, will understand this? And how we can
If I
understand
gave a
it.
summary to that, I'd say all of it breaks God's heart. I don't think it's God's fault. I don't think it's Jesus' fault. I think it's because we are people that need more of God. I don't think you could be bombing and killing each other as followers
It's very
of Christ.
complicated. But why God let this happen? God can do anything.
Why he allows it? Is that
Yeah.
your
You
question?
think
Yeah.
he likes it, or you think he allows it?
He allowed this happen. Yeah.
Well, it's a big question, but I do have an answer for it.
Okay.
You're going into some Christian philosophy, and I'll try to bring it down to, I deeply believe that God gave us free will. It's the ability to choose. We could choose to be here today or not. You could choose to do this program or not. You have choices. Because I believe that God created us to love, and love requires a choice. If Janet was forced to love me, forced to be my wife, forced to treat me as a husband, she was forced to do something, if somebody had a gun to her head, it wouldn't be love.
Or if I was just a programmed robot to do that, that would mean a whole lot less to him.
The value is that she has a choice, and she's chosen to be faithful to me, chosen to care for me. And so choice is a part of love. And God gives the world choice. And
He started that in the very beginning. I mean, when you read the story of Adam and Eve, he created them, he gave them everything, and then he made one rule: don't touch or eat from. It was actually don't eat from
Yeah.
the tree of the knowledge
The
of
one
good and
rule,
evil.
that's very first
and
rule.
so they
Of course they had to do
a
it because-
choice.
yeah.
They had a choice. When you think about it, anytime they walked by the tree without eating was them saying we love God and we trust that he knows best. But the day they took was them saying, no, we know best. That's what Satan got them to think is,
Yeah.
God's really holding out on you.
Hold on, they have a choice, but they both eat the apple.
Yep.
Yes.
So do you think people's gene have something about we don't listen?
Yeah, this is the gene. It's called being human.
Being human, we
That's where we say sin
We're going to
began.
broken
we are
the
all
rule.
fallen people.
I want it my way.
I believe when I was born with that nature that says, I'll do it my way.
Yeah.
And is it in the gene?
Kind of all like that.
We're all like that. We want what we want, and we want it my way. And I believe that with the love of God, I can actually choose to not be selfish. And what happens in the world is, as the selfishness, the free will of man has caused pain in marriages, broken friendships, broken political parties,
Countries at war.
Israel and Hamas.
I feel like I like that. Now you make me look like me or myself. I make friends so easy. I lose friends so easy. If I find this person one thing wrong, I just turn my head right away.
We're in trouble, Melinda. You know, right? She'll figure.
So something I have to I think today will change my life.
I like long-term friendships.
I do have some long-term friendship, but I'm kind of, a lot of my friends said I'm like a bomb. Like if you can stay for 5 minutes, if I got mad, if you can stay 5 minutes, be all gone. But most time like boom, and people just peace.
We have a saying about good marriages, but I think it also applies to good friendships. They are made up of two good forgivers.
Too good forgivers.
You're going to have to forget. We're going to have to forgive each other. In a friendship, will you offend me? Will I offend you or fail you? Yes, we will. So we must be forgivers or we will walk away.
Thank you so much.
It's not a matter of us.
Will I
Not
fail
messing
him?
up.
At some point, I will fail him. So if he doesn't forgive me, we're in trouble.
Yes.
Everything that we base our life on and what we've experienced that we think really works comes from the scripture showing us that we failed, we messed up from the very beginning, Adam and Eve, but God came to rescue us. He's always coming after us to rescue us. He never gives up on us. And so it's through Jesus who came to earth and died. That's our whole salvation. That's how I have hope to be right with God, is through Jesus. Because without that, I'm done for. And so when I get forgiven, then I offer that forgiveness to others because God's forgiven me. Who am I to hold a grudge against somebody else? And I think if people lived that way, we would have less war, less fights, but we don't live that way.
So
Thank you so
I'll
much.
hit one other tough topic that you threw out in the notes you sent to me.
What I saw.
With
what
sex.
It says.
I think the world is so sex crazed and yet has done so much harm in the sexual relationships that people just don't know what to do with it. And they think sometimes as Christians that Christians are, or that God is anti-sex. And I go, no way. God created the sexual relationship as a gift to men and women. But it's so powerful that it's made to be expressed in a committed marriage relationship. And I think when we don't understand that, I think God created sex. It was his plan. It was his design. It wasn't something that he covered his eyes and went, oh no, look what's going on over there. This was God's perfect design, but it's been so polluted and abused in this world that people have used it to dominate, to harm, to control. But I look at it as the way the world looks at every movie you watch on TV, boy meets girl and they're in bed. And you go, and they don't even know each other. They don't know their family. They don't know their friends. They're
They
just
don't know the name even.
And
They
they
don't
don't
even know
plan
their
to
name.
be with them.
Yeah.
They're just
no,
gonna.
and they think that sex will create relationship. And I go, it's really the opposite. It's the intimacy and the friendship and the commitment that is celebrated in a healthy sexual relationship. And I just think the world misses out because they
Oh
have
my
it.
gosh, yes.
They have it backwards. And I think you don't. When you have sex without relationship, then you're just two bodies recreating with each other. But when you have the sexual relationship based upon trust and love and commitment, and that's the way God made it. And I think so much of the world misses out on what God has designed for us in marriage. People think, oh, Christians are so afraid to talk about sex. I'm not afraid to talk about sex. I think we have to just understand that there's a proper way that can fully experience all that God's created us to be.
Thank you so much. This is so important.
Any other questions?
Yeah, if today I mean, young people, some old people, they go into divorce. Those people going to the divorce, or somebody who watched this video, do you want to say something for them?
There's hope.
There's hope.
Marriages can heal. Marriages can restore. Forgiveness without forgiveness, you're done for. Our trust in Christ, our relationship with Christ gives us a foundation that we can build on. You may look and say, oh, they've had such an easy life. You don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
You don't know the challenges, some of the family issues.
Yeah.
And really, everything we do is by the power of God. When you accept Jesus, the power of God, His Holy Spirit, empowers you to do that. We can't do that on our own.
Yeah.
I can't forgive on my own. I can't serve Kent on my own.
Yeah.
It's
But
through
this-
the power of God.
But this is take two people to understand the
It does take two.
Yeah, it's okay for divorce, right?
I don't like saying that, but I understand divorce. I think divorce happens, and Jesus continues to walk with us. It's not the one sin that God can't forgive. I think it happens with broken relationships happen.
Because take 3 times to find the perfect man. First guy, I kind of like feel like he is kind of like little brother, and I don't feel safe at all. Second, I have issues too, and that's why he died. And the third one, he kind of like you, and I grow a lot with him, but I need to be better woman, I think, for him after this show.
So I would say I believe that Jesus can redeem anything. But what about, anything? So I love the redemption. He takes us broken. People say, I can get my life all fixed up, and then I'll come to Jesus. I go, no. He takes us right as we are, muddy, dirty, and I like that. He can redeem anything. Is there a best way that God has for us? Yes.
Yeah.
But we often fall short, and he goes, all right, where are you at? Can take you right there.
But in the Bible said, woman from man's rib, right?
From the rib.
Rib, yeah. And so you rib and
She took this rib out. I still hurt
yeah,
her.
I
She
just
took
feel.
it right
I
out.
mean, it's perfect. Now you guys together, it's just perfect for you. So you find the right person, and also you listen to God, and she know where she at. But for most young and when we're young and stupid and we don't know about God, and we have to try. Kiss some frogs and see if this will turn.
So you can find your prince, right?
Yeah, but it's okay. Kiss this doesn't work. Just throw away and get another one. So you see which rib is perfect for you or something like that. I just feel like it's okay for divorce, and if you grow, if this person now make you become a better person, leave him. It's okay like this.
It's okay that we don't think exactly the same.
你看